Peace. Think fast. You want to hope that everything is in divine order. What you mean by that? What you mean by that? What I mean by that is you want to make sure everything is in divine order as far as when you're observing situations from the outside looking in. And matter of fact, so say for instance, I had this habit of like where I see a wreck. Like say for instance, I come up on a wreck and it seems like it's bad where, somebody may have got injured or may be transitioning. I had a thing of passing by a situation like, man, I hope everybody is healthy, and I hope everybody, is good. I hope everybody it hadn't transitioned, like I hope everybody stayed alive or stayed in the physical and the healthy and all this, so to speak. And then quickly a voice came to me, clear cognizance of what I recognized. I knew this was, high self or, guys, whatever. But basically it's like, nah, there's like, you don't want to wish that. It's like, what if it's meant for this person to transition? What if it's meant for this person to have a broken leg to learn their lesson? What if it's meant for, you know what I'm saying? So basically, where you see certain situations are meant to happen for a bigger picture, for a bigger lesson. So I had to find myself like not just hoping that people stayed alive and it's like that. So matter of fact, what I started doing was like, instead of, I eventually came to hoping that everything is in divine order. But what I would say, so after I realized that, I'm like, I see a situation like that and I'd be like, well, I hope all the people that need to transition. I hope all the people that need to stay here. And I hope everything is, is the way it should. I say it like that till I came to the phrase of like where I come across and I'm like, I just hope everything is in divine order. And that just take care of everything. Like I hope, best blessings to the transition soul that was supposed to transition, blessings to the injured person, blessings to all situations that are like they should be. And and basically again, hoping everything is in divine order. Hoping that the right person leg got broke, what I'm saying? The right person transition, what I'm saying? Which in most cases, of course, if it happened, that means it's in divine order. But I'll say, for instance, you see a cop stopping somebody, and say, for instance, especially being from a African American, black as a color, not a people's, and African American is something that they made up to play with our heads. But anyway, in our communities, what I'm saying, where the police are definitely not too fond of us, and it creates a situation where we're not too fond of each other. You'll come across a situation where the cops got somebody to stop, and you're like, I hope that person get off, or I hope that person get away. And then again, having to catch myself like, Corey, in divine order. This time, what if there may be a serial killer in that car? You know what I'm saying? And let me show you how both sides of this work. It may be a serial killer in that car that needs to be stopped, or it may be a serial killer in that car that needs to go on a rampage. That that unfortunately to some people, humanity, he has to transition some people. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, you're just hoping that things in divine order. So it's not hoping that the cop wins or loses. It's not hoping that the person that's getting stopped by the cop wins or loses. It's like, I hope everything is in divine order. I hope, like whatever is supposed to come from this situation, that source wants to come out of the situation, comes out of this situation, and that everything is in order as it should be. You know what I'm saying? Instead of hoping that, oh man, I hope this person get away. I hope this person stay alive. I hope this person didn't break their leg. I hope this, it's like, wish just, send blessings of divine order. Like I said, not so now when I see somebody pull over by the column, which it varies, because sometimes I could see that, all right, the person that got pulled over, may need some positive vibes right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you could feel a vibe that maybe it's not gonna go in their favor. But again, it's still divine order. Because if the universe is allowing that person to be tampered with by the police in that manner, then you know it's some type of divine order. Same thing with the police shootings, you know, where they keep killing the melanated brothers. It's divine order. It's things to push people to wake up in essence, but wake up in the proper manner. So it's a little bit of both. Of course, yes, it is the police actually doing it maliciously, you know what I'm saying? But it's a high order of things that's going around. Because picture, you know, just like you don't care, you're not conscious of every cell in your body, and you're not conscious of, oh, this cell just passed away, boo hoo hoo. You just going about your day, you know what I'm saying? Same thing the way source and high beings is with us and people transition. It's like, you know, like the high being not paying attention to one cell in its pinky toe fingernail. You know, when there are millions of cells, not only on its pinky toe fingernail, but, you know, times infinity, you know, within its being, you know what I'm saying? So those situations too, you start to realize when you develop a high level of perception, because that's what it's all about too. Once your perception reaches higher and higher, then you become less and less of a human in a good type of way, you know what I'm saying, where you overstand these situations better, you know. But again, with well, speaking on like dealing with, you know, just hoping certain people get out of situation, whatever. Again, just hoping that everything is in divine order. I was going somewhere with the thought, but if it vanished, then it is for a reason. Matter of fact, I think I was talking about divine order. That's what I was talking about, the you know, police shootings and stuff like that. And another thing to that, before I leave, on that note, well, there's also things trolling and trying to troll. So, to, you know, the melanated community, you know, and to any bit, matter of fact, to the non-melanated beings who really care about all humans, you know what I'm saying? Because there are those few. I won't throw the babies out with the bathwater. They got some quote unquote white people that'll stand up for black people rights just as much as a black person to stand up for their rights. And I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, keeping it real on that level. But for sure, you know what I'm saying, anybody, you know, who's for righteousness on that level, you know what I'm saying, as far as you know, equal treatment and things of this nature, especially by police, just realize that don't let these shootings and those situations troll you. Just use that energy that may bring you to an anger place, you know, become an alchemist and transmute it into energy that you can put in a positive place to fix that situation. Because as you focus on that situation, it grows. But if you focus on the situation that's going to fix that situation over here, then you're going to fix it. But if you just, well, let's pay attention to getting shot down and why I get shot, like, nah, no, like, we know what's up, and we don't need to sit around being angered and like giving it attention. And because as you like on your social media, like, rest in peace so and so, Trayvon, this and that, and of course we want to give, you know, wish those souls the best on their transition, but not for like a month straight on social media, not for like every single day where that's all you're paying attention to is the negative, angry part. Like, and then you get mad at police and you're getting like, and you're being trolled by the situation, and now you done been brought into this lower frequency, you know, this lower vibration. So instead of being the change you want to see, you done become the people that you know, that you were trying to help the world change from. You know what I'm saying? You're becoming that problem that you were trying to help free the world of, you know what I'm saying? By dipping into the mess, you know what I'm saying? So the only way to help fix it, and a lot of people feel like when I say ignore that situation, like, I mean completely ignore it, like, you know, like just to act like it doesn't happen, ignore it. No, it's not like that, but it is ignore it like, well, you know what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? What I focus on grows. I'm constantly focusing on helping others to be aware, to stay away from, to, how I say, helping others to stay aware of their inner being. I'm focusing on helping people grow. So as they grow and as their vibration raise, they won't even attract situations like that situation, because I'm helping them stay away from it. And by them raising their vibration, they're spreading that light to other, you know what I'm saying? So that's really fixing the situation. We got this physical, matter of fact, warlike European mind frame of, like, having to fight the fire with fire. That's that's their playground, is that physical war fear like thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't dip into that. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that high vibrational place. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, you have your advantages, you know what I'm saying? Like connecting to the unseen realms, you know what I'm saying? Connecting to the ancestors, the elementals, you know what I'm saying? Weather, and things of this nature that is bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, somebody brought up how a gnat could stop one, like could stop an arm, in the essence of like how one small gnat from nature could fly in the nose of a person in the arm, and he got out. Like he dropped his gun and he can't, he like, what's in my nose? Like, There's one small gnat from nature stopping this gun and these big tanks that everybody's so scared of, man. The government got the guns and everybody got it. It's like, man, nature. Trust in your inner being, you know what I'm saying? Trusting in yourself, in your source. But again, don't be trolled by those situations, because that's what they are for. They're to take you away, from the focusing on, the things that's going on in your inner being. But, and again, this one of the videos I kind of, cause, and that's another thing too, where getting into that mode where when you just channeling and being clear cognizant on information, the same thing with life. So, all right, just how, and I made a video about this too. Like when you're growing on your spiritual growth, you can't hold on to your past, hold on to this and go that way too. And let me say this, where there's a will, there's a way. So you could try to drag all this luggage, but it's gonna slow you down, and it's gonna bear you down to where, you're not gonna you're barely gonna even move, because you're so held on to this. Same thing with me in doing talking on things on videos where like I'm just going with the flow, and I'm not holding on to that last point, that I was making in the past, or the last, now I done trickle down into this part of the information, which I find that it flows better for me. It's more natural, more easier for me to speak, less scripted. And which I like that part of it. But that's basically it. And I know I will catch what I really started this video on. But that's another thing too, what I realized. Please don't feel bad if you have this situation where you find yourself like talking and channeling information, and you like forget where you was going, or where like almost all people who connect with spirits on a high level have that type of situation. And I done seen it from Brother Panic lecture, from a Bobby Hemmett lecture, to different people I done came across who, deal with this, and like, wait, well, I forgot where I was headed with that point, but it's like, you just in the information, man, you dealing with it. But again, I don't recall where we started. Again, the humbleness, like if I was to take this serious right now and be over guilty, then I would not be embracing, that childlike inner being, that childlike, soulful self, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you don't recall where you started? Cool. It's all good. You gonna make it. But again, that's a sign for me to close out the video. So peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. We're not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.